The square root of 1 minus 3 square root of x equals 2 times the square root of x. Well, we've got square roots on both sides, so let's square both sides. Okay, so we're going to end up with 1 minus 3 root x, which is just what was under the first radical, the outside radical. Here we got to square the 2 and the root x, so we end up with 4x. Okay, we still have a radical, so let's isolate it. We get 4x minus 1, and let's square both sides again. Okay, so we'll get 9x equals perfect square. Remember, we square the first term, double the first times second, so negative 8x, plus the last term squared, which is just 1. Okay, we've got a quadratic equation. The strategy for those is to get one side to 0. So we're going to have 16x squared minus 17x plus 1. Okay, it looks kind of nasty, that like we might want to use the quadratic equation, but I made this problem up so I know it factors nicely. So we'll just go ahead and factor it. So we get 16x. Okay, there's a minus in the middle, but this is a plus, so we have a minus on both of them. What multiplies together to be 1? Just ones. And this actually works. If you go back and check, you're going to get a negative 17x in the middle. Okay, so x is 1/16 or 1. And you get those by setting each factor to 0 and solving for x. So extraneous solutions are solutions that show up, but they don't actually work when you plug them back in. And so we have to go back to the original equation and check them. So let me write down the original equation again. Okay. So let's check 1/16. So we have 1 minus 3 times square root of 1/16. Okay, I'm going to put a question mark over my equals. I don't know that they're equal. Okay, so this will be square root of 1/16 equals a fourth, since 1/4 times 1/4 gives you back that 1/16. So we're going to have 1 minus 3 times 1/4 gives me 3/4. And does that equal 2 times 1/4? Well, 1 minus 3/4 is 1/4. Okay, we want to know if that equals to 1/2. Does it? Yes, square root of 1/4 is 1/2. Okay, so 1/16 works. Now let's check 1. So we have square root of 1 minus 3 times the square root of 1. Does that equal 2 times the square root of 1? Well, square root of 1 is 1, so we're going to have the square root of 1 minus 3. Does that equal 2? Well, 1 minus 3 is negative 2. This is not equal to 2. Square root of negative 2 is not 2. So we got to throw out 1. And the answer is the set 1/16.